You've heard the warning, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. But when it comes to youth and bullying, a new law hopes to reduce the epidemic in a much more controversial way by putting the parents of bullies behind bars. Yes, under this new statute, if a kid bullies others in North Tonawanda, their parents will face a potential punishment of a $250 fine and up to a 15-day jail sentence. I'll tell you this. It's going to get people talking. Yeah. Because if you're the parent and there's a chance of a 15-day jail sentence, that's quite a deterrent. This is
the audience had a little interest, like they think it may be a good idea.
I think, you know, as a parent, I actually have really mixed feelings about this. Obviously, you never want your child to be bullied, and this is a horrible situation. But I just don't think that fining or jailing the parents is the right thing to do, because I think that the kids who are bullies are often bullied at home. There's often a cycle of violence. There's a reason they're acting out. And I sometimes worry that if you just mandate jail time for a parent or you fine the parent, it's only going to enrage them more. They may take it out of the child even more.
Without even getting into my feelings on this, something you just said is these kids are often bullied at home, which would lead me to think, okay, well then the parents should.
Then they should be.
They should potentially, because if you're a parent and you're bullying your kid, and your kid is bullying because of the parents,
and I agree
which
with
is not always the
but
case.
I understand her point that you may just incite more.
I think you could find the parents to make them pay for therapy. You could have them counsel the child or do family therapy. You could mandate that. But I just don't think that you're going to interrupt a cycle of bullying and violence this way. I think you're going to perpetuate it.
I think my concern would be some parents do everything that they can. I mean, they are really trying. They are crying. Some of them show up at the police station themselves saying, look, I have this kid. I don't know what to do with them. I love them, but I don't know what to do with them. So what do you do in those situations? Or sometimes if you have a vindictive kid. I mean, you know, I hate to say it, and they do something because, you don't want to buy me tennis shoes. I know what I'm going to do. You're going to go to jail. You know, I mean, and I don't think a lot
So
of
let me
kids
say
would do
this.
that, but
let me respond based on what I think this town is thinking. When I first heard this, I thought it was absurd. I thought it was absurd, the concept that one person would go to jail for another person's crimes, even if it is your child. But then the town, through the city school superintendent, said the town hopes to never have to use this law, that it's only there in an extreme case as a potential sort of carrot stick analogy. I'm not saying it's right. What I'm saying is that I don't see this as being the common theme. I think clearly this town has an issue with bullying, and they're clearly not getting the necessary response. And look, whether it's right or wrong, I can see why the town would say, okay, well, let's have this as a potential deterrent. But if you're a parent and you're doing all the right things, I would like to believe that a judge would say, absolutely not. These are great parents. These are model parents. But if you are a parent
who's bullying your kid at home
and who is supporting maybe this child's behavior, that maybe, just maybe, if this child is bullying over and over and over again, it does present.
I think studies show that most bullies come from bullied.
Exactly.
But I don't think it's 100%.
No,
I think there's a certain group that maybe the parents just aren't there for them. And for that reason,
like this doesn't.
In that case, I don't think it does.
Right?
In that case, I think the kid is better off being forced to do some sort of community service.
Yeah, something that's more constructive. I mean, what if you're a single parent and then putting you in jail for 15 days makes you lose your job?
I don't necessarily agree with this law. I don't.
Which parent goes to jail? I mean, I feel like there are a lot of problems with this, even if you put it on the books as a deterrent.
But if you're a good single mother, to me, if this law is misused, it's a terrible law. In fact, it has the potential to be misused. But if you're a single parent, again, doing all the right things, and the judge said, you know, we're going to jail you for 15 days, then that's a terrible use of this law.